Hello, hello, and welcome here to the Echo Park Speedway here, formerly Atlanta Motor Speedway, here with the Inspired Racing League and the Inspired Cup Series. 180 laps tonight for these drivers. It's going to be a fun one. Here's Season 3, race number 17. Tonight will decide our chase here in Season 3. So very curious. These results definitely going to be a big impact on the championship here tonight. But while we got a moment, let's take a look at our race info here tonight. Echo Park Speedway, the 1.5 mile racetrack, 1.52 miles there on the graphic. 772 feet of elevation, 45 mile an hour down there on pit road for pit speed limit. Little cloudy out here tonight, 69 degrees out there in the air, 71 down there on the track. 10 mile an hour of wind to the southwest here tonight. Of course, fixed setups for these drivers and 0 fast repairs with all of the Inspired Racing League races. 4 additional sets of tires down there on pit road tonight. Using that Gen 6 NASCAR Cup car. And those drivers going to have 100% fuel load here tonight. Of course, here with Greg Thielsen of Push to Edge Productions. We are live tonight on the Push to Edge Productions YouTube, as well as the Push to Edge Productions TikTok here tonight. Appreciate everybody stopping by. I see some hearts over there on TikTok. Also tonight, we are live over on the Inspired iRacing League YouTube as well. And if you want in the giveaway here tonight, you got to hop over in that Inspired iRacing League YouTube. Get your vote in. And tonight, that Inspired Marketing LLC giveaway, correctly guess that P3 finisher, and you will win $5 cash. The driver that gets picked correctly will get $5 in iRacing credits. All guesses must be submitted there by lap number 120, going 180 tonight, so about 2/3 of the way. Only one guess per driver, no duplicates, so once a driver has been picked, he can no longer be picked. So if you got a driver in mind, thinking he's going to finish on the podium, P3 here tonight, go ahead, jump in the chat and vote for who you got. I'm going to get my pick in here early. That 97 there, Wesley Ottman. Or 95 in here, right? 97, yep. That's who I got there for my pick tonight. But enough of that. Let's take a look at our practice here. Looks like Joe White, that 42 up on top of that list. That Wesley Ottman number 97. He's sitting there in second right now. Josh Henderson, Mike Hauser, Travis Farmer, your top 5. Jeff Peppers, Cade Cannon, Ty Wilson, Peyton Boyle, Ty Stone, that top 10. Trent Green, Maxwell Tigner, Bobby Hadaway, Crispy Lou, Sean Hamilton, Elijah Fisher, Joseph Maddox, Thomas Hernandez, William Carter, and Justin Greenlee, the top 20. Hayden Williams, Bobby Holloman, yet to put down a lap here yet. But let's take a look here at that championship standings before we get into the race here at the Echo Park Speedway. Mike Hauser coming in with that championship lead right now. Elijah Fisher, Josh Henderson, Peyton Boyle, and Daniel Lehman, your top 5. Travis Farmer, Cade Cannon, Jeffrey Peppers, Thomas Hernandez, Justin Greenlee, Joe White, Maxwell Tigner, Crispy Lou, Bobby Holloman, Sean Hamilton, Bobby Hadaway, Levi Ramsey, Ty Stone, Trent Jones, and Stephen Henning Jr., your top 20 there in points. So it's going to come down to this. A great look here. The top 5s, top 10s. How many wins each driver's got? Hauser with 4 here this season. Fisher with 3. Henderson with 2. Farmer with 2, and then we got a bunch with 1. Trent Jones with 1. Daniel Lehman, Peyton Boyle, all with the win here this season, along with Cade Cannon. Yeah, I did say for the 97 there, Emma. I did pick that Wesley Altman 97 here tonight. That's who I think. He's going to be on the podium somewhere here tonight, is my feeling. A little bit of time left here in practice, just under 2.5 minutes left out here in practice. We got a few drivers out here still taking a few laps. Great look at that Echo Park Speedway. A little bit cloudy. You see that fog out there in the racetrack. Definitely going to be something these drivers dealing with. Keeping that temperature down quite a bit, I do expect. Looking at that weather. Little cloudy. Still 69 out there in the air. 72 for the track temp. But definitely going to keep our eye out there on that one. Big shout out Inspired Marketing LLC. Mad Performance Paints. Thank you guys, everything that you do here for the Inspired Racing League, the Inspired Cup Series. Looking at our week to come here in races here on Push Edge Productions. Tomorrow, Tuesday, August 25th, we're heading to Richmond with some ARCA cars. Twin 75s doubleheader there with Hot Fuel Racing Short Track League. That one's going to be fun. 7:45 p.m. CST, 8:45 p.m. EST. Wednesday, the Inspired Platinum Truck Series heads to IRP with some trucks. That's going to be a fun one. Of course, same time, 7:45 CST, 8:45 EST. Then Friday, a little bit of racing here with the Midwest Racing Fun League. Come hang out with me as I take on the triple header, Trucks, O'Reilly, and Next Gen. Saturday, the Inspired Heat Series there with the Inspired Racing League. Also heading to IRP there with the ARCA cars. So that's going to be a fun one. Saturday, Sunday, Coronado with the Rogue Racing League and their Truck Series, Season 5. And then next Monday here with the Inspired Racing League Cup Series, Darlington next week to kick off the chase. A great week of racing here on Push Edge Productions. Here with Greg Tilson up in the booth. Hope you guys having a great Monday, a great start to your week. Really appreciate you guys being here. Much, much love. If you're having a good time, having a good night here, go ahead, drop a follow, drop a like on all our socials, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button here on YouTube. I would much appreciate that. And if you want to get those picks in for the giveaway tonight, so we head over here into qualifying that Inspired Marketing LLC giveaway, you're going to have to go over to the Inspired Racing League YouTube and get your pick in over there. So we're picking for P3 tonight. $5 cash at hand. $5 iRacing credits if the correct driver pick there for P3 tonight. All guesses to be submitted there by lap 120. And only one guess per driver, no duplicates. Once a driver has been picked, he can no longer be picked again. Just the rules here tonight, the Inspired Marketing LLC giveaway. But taking out to the racetrack, we got a few drivers out there taking some laps. We got Hayden Williams in the one, that whatnot machine over here. The Crispy Lou. Bucky's number 19 making his way out to the racetrack there as well. Ty Wilson, the 55. making his way out there as well. Looks like Cade Cannon in the 9. First driver up on the board. Provisional quick time. Jumping in second there on his first lap, the 21, Jeff Peppers. Good showing here. We got some bow ties. We got a Toyota there. Ty Wilson jumping up to third in that number 55. New quick time, the 97 there. Wesley Ottman, that Push Edge Sim Sports, Push Edge Productions, number 97. And look at that. Few new times on the board. Cade Cannon up to the top again. Jeff Peppers back to second. Josh Henderson up to third. Hayden Williams moving up to that 4th spot. Wesley Ottman up to 6th. Ty Wilson up to 3rd there. Oh! Wesley Ottman up to 3rd. Mike Hauser up to 2nd. Thomas Hernandez up to 2nd. Sean Hamilton up to 3rd there. Bobby Hadaway up to 4th. Oh, new quick time. Peyton Boyle, that Wrangler number 3 machine, up to the top of the boards. Oh, and into the wall there for the 3. So, new quick time and a lot of damage. Wow, okay. Boyle up on top. Cannon, Hernandez, Hamilton, Hadaway, Hauser, Henderson, Stone out here making some laps. That 12 with Ty Stone. Looks like he is done as well. Crispy Lou, Wesley Ottman, Hayden Williams, Jeff Peppers, Ty Wilson, Joe White, Justin Greenlee jumping up to that 14th spot above Joe White. Joseph Maddox in the 87 up to 17th there in that Real Tree machine here tonight. 17 cars qualified so far. Looks like that next driver out there to get on the tower, the 83 there, William Carter, out there for his first lap, 12th for the 83. See what he's got lap number 2. Trent Green, Travis Farmer, Elijah Fisher, Bobby Holloman, Carson Collins, all yet to qualify. Looks like the 83 shutting it down there. And no cars out there on the racetrack anymore. Qualifying. Continuing on here. 18 cars set a lap so far. We got 6 yet to qualify. Maddox, Farmer, Green, Fisher, Holloman, and Collins. Might possibly be starting from the back of the field out there. But big shout out all the fans out here tonight. Much appreciated, all of y'all. Caitlin out there, Cody Jacobs, Emma, Scott, Axel, Jason Williams, Landon Wells out there as well. Matthew Scott stopping by out on the live stream as well over there on the Inspired Racing League channel. Appreciate all you guys stopping by. Much appreciated there. Still no cars of that group pulling out. They have all elected not to qualify, so that is going to be it. Let's go ahead. We're going to roll to side-by-sides right here real quick, and then we'll get the starting grid. We will be right back. All right, a little bit of that Milo's Extra Sweet Tea. Let's go ahead, run down our starting grid here tonight at Echo Park Speedway. Out in row number 1, Peyton Boyle. Cade Cannon going to lead the field. to that green flag here tonight. Row number 2, Thomas Hernandez. Sean Hamilton starting off inside that top 5 here. Bobby Hadaway, Mike Hauser, row number 3. Row number 4, going to be Josh Henderson, Ty Stone, just inside that top 10 here. Rounding out that top 10, Crispy Lou, Maxwell Tigner. Here in row number 6, we got Wesley Ottman and William Carter. Hayden Williams and Jeff Peppers going to be rolling off row number 7. Row 8, Ty Wilson, Justin Greenlee, Joe White and Joseph Maddox here, row 9, just inside that top 20 here. Row 10, rounding out that top 20, Elijah Fisher, Trent Green here tonight. Row 11, Bobby Holloman, Travis Farmer. And rounding out the field, row number 12, Carson Collins. Going to be leading the back of this field here to this green flag. That pace truck out there leading them around. What a great race here tonight. Definitely expecting a good one. The Inspired Racing League Inspired Cup Series to determine who makes it into the chase. A lot on the line here tonight. Excuse me. Quite a few cars out here. The draft definitely going to come into play here after that repave. Of course, we're on that new Atlanta surface. So, Progressive Banked acts much like a super speedway here. Gonna be a fun one. Drivers all gonna be pushing it to the test. Tell you what, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Pace lights out there on the pace truck. That green flag gonna come out here soon. That Wrangler number 3 leading us to the green flag. Peyton Boyle, that pole sitter. Great job there by that number 3 machine. Into turn number 3 and 4. The field goes. They are about to get this thing fired off here. That pace truck down to pit lane. We are going racing. And for the first time tonight, the Inspired Cup Series goes green flag here at Echo Park Speedway. That field down into turn number 1, side by side. Across the board, all these drivers fighting for position early here. Down that back straightaway, some side drafting going on. That arrow really going to come into play here tonight. Drafting, a very important part of these super speedways. And you need help. You need a partner. Kind of like some tandem drafting back like the 90s. These Gen 6 cars, if they're in a pack, you need that partner there with you. Kind of like dancing out here, more or less. And these Gen 6 cars, they get so sucked down into the racetrack there. Oh, we see the 12, Ty Stone, down there on the apron below that white and red line. Able to blend back up onto the racetrack. Very dangerous back there, but they're still side by side. All the way back here to that 15th, 13th, 14th spot right here. Then we jump back to Ty Wilson. No, he's, oh no! The 61 goes around Sean Hamilton. Around goes the 61 yellow flag. Oh no! A hard hit late there for that 61. We're going to have to take a look back at that one. Caution flag will fly. Oh no, let's take a look. We see just how sideways that 61 gets down into that 17. Unfortunately, he comes around. The 17 able to stay straight. Everybody else dodging or trying to at least, unfortunately. Ooh, hard hit for that 16 Elijah Fisher into the side there of that 61. Sean Hamilton. Oh, no. We're going to take another look at this one from a different angle. Let's take it a little farther back as well. Try to get a better look here at this one. Looks like a little bit of net code there. 52 of Bobby Hadaway coming together there with the 61. 61 comes around. And late hit here for the 16. Elijah Fisher, that Fastenal machine. Hard contact. Let's see Ty Stone involved in something here as well, that 12. Let's see what happened here with him. Oh, he was getting together. Oh, he got in with Joseph Maddox. Maddox comes around. Stone able to get it slowed down there as Fisher and Hamilton come together. Let's see what happened here with Maddox. I think as he was checking up, yeah, Stone just kind of making some contact there. He heads down that racetrack. Does not make contact with anything. So that is good. He gets that car stopped. First caution flag out tonight. Wow, oh wow, that 61, that Pushhead Sim Sports Sean Hamilton machine qualified so well, unfortunately. First caution flag, and he is involved. Take a look at that top 10. Cade Cannon, Peyton Boyle, Thomas Hernandez, Bobby Hadaway, Maxwell Tigner, Hayden Williams, Joe White, Ty Stone, Joseph Maddox, Jeff Peppers here. We get ready to go back green flag. The pace light's still out, so we're going to go jump side by side real quick. We will be right back with some green flag action. Echo Park Speedway here, Atlanta, Georgia. Push Edge Productions here with the Inspired Racing League Inspired Cup Series. Stick around, some green flag action right around the corner. Back at the Echo Park Speedway once again, the Inspired Cup Series. About to take back the green flag racing. We got a few laps in there. 6 complete of our 180. Cade Cannon going to lead us off to the green flag now. Actually, I do think Peyton Boyle got it and elected that outside, but I'm not 100% there on that one. A great look above this racetrack here. What a night. So beautiful here. Another one of the racetracks I've had the pleasure to spend a lot of time at, both before and after the repave. So got to experience both versions as well. I'm a bigger fan of the old version, but pace truck down pit lane. We are going back green flag racing to that Echo Park restart zone. The green flag back out here once again, and we are racing here at Echo Park Speedway down into turn number 1. Looks like Cade Cannon with the big advantage, that 9, pulling out a little bit of a gap there with some help from that Hernandez. Number 77. That bottom lane definitely starting to get a lot more organized there, as some drivers moving around, trying to find a few different lanes out here tonight. Expect for drivers to be moving around. That high side can work. You can get that run down on the bottom. All about who you're working with here tonight and who your dancing partner is. Talking about it a little bit earlier there. Who you get teamed up with. Take a look out that back of that 77 Hernandez. Up there pushing that 9 of Cade Cannon. Looking back at that Joe White number 42. See that 3 Peyton Boyle peeking his head out there as well. Jeff Peppers right there in tow as well. Single file here for the first few drivers. Not double file till we get back to that number 3 Peyton Boyle back in 7th. He's battling there with that 12 Ty Stone down there on the bottom. The 55 Ty Wilson giving that 12 a little bit of help. That 48 Bobby Holloman jumps out to that outside lane there. Down that back straightaway they go. The outside lane just not as organized as we see Peppers and the 21 jump out there to try to get that outside lane rolling. Boyle kind of in the middle, helping the 48 out there on the outside. Doing a little bit of everything there in that number 3 machine right now. 11 laps complete. Really starting to tick some laps away here. Still side by side for the majority as well. Side by side, still, once again, about that top 10, about 5 cars deep. They're side by side. We go 3 wide. There in the back. Believe that was Wesley Ottman there taking it 3 wide up through the middle. That's that 97 machine. That Pushhead Sim Sports hot rod. He wants some track position. Working himself forward there through that middle. Able to make it work there. Now tucked up behind that number 3 there, Peyton Boyle. Taking a little look on board here with that 97. Some telemetry here. How fast these drivers going. 185 mile an hour down there in the turn number 3 there. About 174, 173 as a low. We're back 3 wide again though. Check this out. 3 wide. Here quite a bit early. We're lap 14 and they're already 3 wide racing hard out in front. This is for about that 6th position right now. Now look at that. The majority of that top 5 down there on the bottom. Now Holloman caught out alone out there on that high side. That 48 Rockstar Energy machine. Not able to hold pace with that single file lane down on that bottom side. It's all about who you're working with, those partners that you got, the help from behind. Tell you what. Oh no, Joe White goes around hard in the wall. Holloman involved. That's the big one. There goes the big one. Yellow flag. Number 2 comes out here tonight. Let's take a look. Bobby Holloman definitely at the start of that one. That 48. Oh no, the 42. Across the nose there, the 97, Wesley Ottman. That 42 hard into the wall. 48 of Bobby Holloman gets collected. That 26 of Tigner. Looks like that 52 there, Bobby Hadaway, also involved there in that one. A lot of good cars there involved. Let's take a look one more time. Let's take another look at that one. A little bit of contact there. Not sure. Kind of looked like that 42 came down the racetrack there on the nose of that 97, but kind of hard to tell. Ty Stone there in that 12. Some heavy damage. Looks like a lot of these drivers ducking down to that bottom side, able to stay out of that incident. But Joe White, ouch, heavy damage for that 42. For sure. Bobby Holloman, that 48. Ty Stone there in the 12. Oh, not the fate that they were looking for. Oh, no, did they make contact? No, they didn't. That's just for speed. Okay. I believe. Yeah, he comes to a stop there, parks it, jumps back to pit lane. Let's see. Joseph Maddox says might be involved here. Let's take a look from on board, looking out front, kind of nowhere to go. He just slows down, comes to a stop. Great job there by that 87. Not collected in this one. Coming to a stop and staying out of it. But caution flag number 2 here. Few cars elected not to come down to pit road. Very interesting. Some strategy going to come into play here. Big shout out Inspired Marketing LLC. Mad Performance Paints. Big shout out to them. Big partners and sponsors here of the Inspired Racing League. But here under pacing, let's go ahead. We're going to jump side by side. I need some more of that Milo's Extra Sweet Tea. So we will be right back. Greg Thielsen, Push the Edge Productions, here from Echo Park Speedway, here in Atlanta. Race number 17 here, Season 3 of the Inspired Cup Series. We will be right back. Back here at the Echo Park Speedway. Let's take a look at that top 10. Getting ready to go back green. Cade Cannon, Jeff Peppers, Thomas Hernandez, Crispy Lou, Joseph Maddox, Hayden Williams, Ty Wilson, Trent Green, Mike Hauser, Peyton Boyle. Going to be those top 10 as we get ready to go back green. Those lights out on the pace truck. There as we go off of turn number 2. Down that back straightaway. Getting ready to go back green flag racing. Some hard racing out here at that Echo Park Speedway tonight. Second caution flag flying a little bit early here. 18 laps complete so far. 6 laps under caution. 2 green flag lead changes so far. Take a look at those lap leaders. Cade Cannon with the most right now, 14. Peppers up there with 3. And Boyle able to lead 1 as well. But off of turn number 4, down that front straightaway, into that Echo Park restart zone, we are back. Green flag racing once again. The field down there into turn 1, the outside lane broken up really early. I'm not quite sure what happened there to that outside lane, but boy, oh boy, was that not ideal. Everybody almost single file down to that bottom very quickly at that. While we got the moment, let's go ahead. Let's hear the sights and the sounds. Let's go ahead and crank it up. Thank you guys. A little bit of a crank it up here tonight. The sights and the sounds of the Inspired Racing League, the Inspired Cup Series, excuse me, here tonight. Cade Cannon out in front, doing a great job moving up through the field. That pole sitter, Peyton Boyle, back to fourth. Cannon up a spot, Hernandez up a spot, and look at that, Williams up 10 spots, up in that third spot, that number 1 machine. Having a pretty good start to tonight. Taking a look a little farther back, that Ty Wilson, number 55, having a great start to tonight as well. He's up 10 spots, up to that 5th spot right now, that Sport Clips number 55. Battling hard right now, Crispy Lou, Jeff Peppers, Wesley Altman, all in this picture right now, battling side by side. All for about that top 5 right now. Top 4 cars, single file down there on the bottom. But look at that, Crispy Lou able to move up a spot side by side there with that 4th spot of Boyle. So now he's fighting for 4th up there on that high line. They're making that high side work right now as well. Like I said, it's power in numbers, that's for sure. You can get some help up there on the high side. You can get it rolling. That's for sure, for sure. See some more activity. The 61 there. Sean Hamilton up to that high side. Pulling in behind his teammate there of that 97, Wesley Altman. Altman looking through that middle, trying to make some room or something. Trying to go up through the middle 3 wide once again. Quite possibly. We see Ty Stone jumping up to that outside. Trent Green jumping up there as well. That bright blue and pink Bushhead Sim Sports Hot Rod out here tonight. Oh, Jeff Peppers, a big move out front. Up in that 3rd spot to that high side. Pulling to that outside there, Crispy Lou in the 19 machine. Followed by 2 Bushhead Sim Sports Hot Rods. Little bit of bump drafted out front. Coming to lap number 30. Let's take a look back one more time. Talk about that Inspired Marketing LLC giveaway here one more time. Correctly guessed that finisher here. In the P3 position, you have a shot to win $5 cash. That driver also collecting $5 in iRacing credits. All guesses must be submitted before lap number 130. So just under 100 laps left. So 90 laps to get those votes in. And only 1 guess per driver. So make sure if somebody's already picked that driver, they'll let you know. Hop over to that Inspired iRacing League, Inspired Racing League YouTube channel and get your votes in over there. Unfortunately, on the TikTok and over here on the Push Edge Productions YouTube, we are not accepting votes. You got to head over to the Inspired iRacing League YouTube to get those votes in. But take a look at that. That 97 down back to the bottom. Peppers in that 21 looking to that outside, trying to make a move once again. Cade Cannon, that 9 machine, still out in front right now. He's got some company though. The 97 looking to that outside. Wesley Altman wants that race lead. Holding side by side, but I don't know if it's enough. No help for that 97 right now. Just not enough to get that spot. It looks like he's back side by side with that 21 once again. The 77 there, Hernandez, pops out to the outside momentarily, dropping back down to that inside lane. The 97 filling that 3rd place spot that had a little bit of a gap there. Wow, oh wow, they are battling it out up front right now. Little more side by side. We got teammates side by side. Looks like Trent Green, Sean Hamilton right now. They are battling back here for the 10th spot. Actually, no, unfortunately, that 61, I believe a lap down, showing him scored back in 20th. Not quite sure what happened to that Sean Hamilton 61 machine. But take a look at this. Let's ride on board our race leader right now, Cade Cannon. And look at that, some lap traffic coming into play right now. I believe that's that 12. No, that's that 87. Joseph, no, it's not. Excuse me, that is the 16 there of Elijah Fisher. Letting the field by. He stays up high. All these cars on the lead lap right now. Staying down there on that bottom side. Looking like we're single file now. Let's take a look. Where's the closest battles for position out there on the racetrack? Wilson and Tigner right now. One of the... Oh no! Williams goes around the one of Hayden Williams. Caution flag flies once again. Boy, oh boy, we're just jump back to that situation there. Let's take a look here. That one of Hayden Williams goes around. What happened here? The 3 of Boyle down to that bottom. Oh, he makes some contact there with the 1 of Williams. He goes around. Maxwell Tigner, nowhere to go there in that 26. He gets involved. It looks like Sean Hamilton getting a little piece of that as well. Elijah Fisher maybe collected a little bit there in that one as well. Oh, no. Take a look. What happened to that Tigner number 26 machine? Hard into that one. That right front. Definitely hard damage to 61. Not sure if he kept it off of him. No! Ouch. Hard into the wall that second time. Didn't see that there. Wow. Fortunately, it looks like everybody else staying out of it, but Tigner there and Williams, maybe along with Hamilton, getting a little piece there in that 61. But let's take one more look back at that one more time. That one there of Williams, the 3 of Payne Boyle diving down to that inside. Somebody up in the wall there. I think that was Wesley Altman up ahead, but yellow flag flies. Oh boy, that right front for Hayden Williams definitely not looking good. But caution flag number 3 here is out. Those cars made their way down to pit road there. But all right, caution flag number 3 out here. We're going to go ahead and jump side by side. Let me get some of that Milo's Extra Sweet Tea. Big shout out, Inspired Racing League. Here, Mondays with the Inspired Cup Series. Wednesdays, the Platinum Truck Series. And Saturdays, the Heat Series. Make sure you catch it all. 7:45 p.m. CST, 8:45 p.m. EST there. Along with all of our broadcasts. Hot Fuel Racing Short Track League there on Tuesdays. Rogue Racing League there on Sundays. Not going to want to miss it. A week full of racing here on Push Edge Productions. But stick around, some more green flag action from Echo Park Speedway here with the Inspired Cup Series. We will be right back. Back out here at the Echo Park Speedway once again. The field back double file. Let's take a look at that top 10. They get ready to go back green. Cade Cannon still out in front. Ty Wilson, Peyton Boyle, Jeff Peppers, Ty Stone, Crispy Lou, Thomas Hernandez, Travis Farmer, Joseph Maddox, Trent Green. Going to be those top 10 drivers. Leading us back to the green flag here. Let's take a look. What about our top 20 here? Henderson, Hauser, Greenlee, Altman, Carter, Hadaway, Fisher, Williams, Tigner, and Hamilton, your top 20. Rounding out that field there. Pace car lights are out. We're going back green flag racing. That pace car dives down there into pit lane, entering into that Echo Park restart zone. And once again, green flag back out for the Inspired Cup Series here at the Echo Park Speedway. Race number 17 here of season number 3. A little bit of single file there up in the front. We're still double file back here about 5th on. Maddox down there to the bottom. Stone up to that high side. Farmer down on the bottom side by side with Crispy Lou there as well. We're still side by side for quite a bit of this field. Take a look, our closest battles right now, kind of bouncing around. Peppers and Boyle out in front. They are battling for that race lead side by side right now. Go ahead, jump up to that drone cam a little bit. The battle is on out in front. I'm going to tell you what. That intensity is cranked up here tonight at the Echo Park Speedway so far. Cannon out there on the outside trying to get past Boyle. The inside lane just a little bit better organized. Cannon out into the wall. Oh no. Excuse me, dropped my water there. Whoops. 42 laps complete here so far. Down that back straightaway they go. What a battle. Single file here. All the way back to that 9th spot. So almost that top 10. All single file now. The battle on right now. Altman getting by that number 12 there. Up to the 9th spot. Stone back to 10th. Go ahead, do a little bit of top 10 rundown here real quick. That 21, Jeffrey Peppers. There, that Mountain Dew Code Red machine. He is currently our race leader right now. Just behind, though, that Wrangler number 3 there, Peyton Boyle. Sitting up in 2nd spot. Thomas Hernandez in that 77. That first Ford out here tonight. Couple of bow ties up in the point right now. The 19 here, Crispy Lou up in the top 5 as well. That Buc-ee's sponsored machine here tonight. Ty Wilson, that Sport Clips number 55. Down there on the bottom. Side by side right now with that number 9 there, Cade Cannon. He's battling for a top 5 spot right now. Cannon with the edge there, that Red's Apple machine. Little farther back, Travis Farmer. Back in 7th, the Monster Energy number 13. And then side by side, Wesley Altman in that 97 Push Edge Productions, Push Edge Sim Sports machine. Up through the middle, looking to go 3 wide there for a moment. Little red, white, and blue. Patriotic, oh no! Wilson there into Altman. Altman up in the wall. Boy, oh boy, that got hairy real quick. And then Ty Stone up into that top 10 now. The 12 up to 9th. And then rounding out that top 10, Joseph Maddox right now, that 87. A couple of Fords there. We also had that Toyota up there as well. Little round down of our top 10. But look at that. That Trent Green number 07. Push Ed Sim Sports. Hot Rod. He has worked himself up to that 10th spot. Past that 87 real tree of Joseph Maddox. Great look at our top 10 there. Where's our championship top 5 coming into this thing? Hauser back in 13th. Fisher back in 17th. Henderson, excuse me. Hernandez and Henderson. It's really screwing me up tonight. Back in 11th. There in that 17. And Boyle, that only driver in the top 5, having a good night. Up in the top 5. Up on podium contention. Up in 3rd. Up to 2nd there for the 3 machinists. He battles up front, side by side, for that race lead right now. And unfortunately there, Daniel Lehman, the number 10, not making it here to the Atlanta area here in Echo Park Speedway. Down there into turn number 3. What a race we got going on here so far. Still a little bit side by side now. Hernandez and Wilson, that 55 and the 77. A couple of double numbers. Oh! Wilson up in that wall there, entering turn number 1. Little before that entry of turn 1. That Sport Clips machine definitely finding that outside wall there a little bit. But the battle is on here, about for the 5th spot. Wesley Altman side by side now with that 9 there, Cade Cannon. Altman up to 4th. As we cross just past that 50 lap mark, 51 here. Make sure you get over into that Inspired iRacing League YouTube. Get that vote in for who you think's going to finish P3 here tonight. Hope you guys all having a great Monday night here. This battle really strong out front. Look at that. Altman up to that outside. Now pushing that 19 there, Crispy Lou. Trying to get that outside lane back rolling. But definitely go ahead, get those votes in here for that Inspired Marketing LLC giveaway. Your guess for P3 over in the Inspired Racing League YouTube. Get your pick in over there, of course. Over here on the Push to Edge Productions TikTok and on our YouTube, we are not taking guesses, so make sure you get over there to the Inspired Racing League YouTube to get that guess in here for the giveaway tonight. Your chance to win $5 cash, and if somebody guesses correctly tonight, that driver going to win $5 iRacing credits as well. Still the battle going on. This top 5 still battling it out hard. Crispy Lou out in front that last lap. Pushed there by Wesley Altman out there on the outside. That 19 and the 97. Trying to make it work out there. Oh, Crispy Lou down to the bottom. Altman with no help up there on that top side. Can he get some help? Contact there with Peppers in the 21. Up the racetrack, that 97 goes. Makes some contact there with that outside wall. Pushes them back there to about 8th spot. Now back single file up in front. Let's see, where's our closest battles right now? Green right now. Fighting it out here side by side with Ty Stone. This is a battle for that 11th spot. Kind of at the end of this main front group right now. A lot of good cars taken out. I don't see how many cars still out there on the racetrack, but I think about 16 or 17 cars still out there tonight. I do believe, nope, 14 right now. Nope, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. All right, 19 cars out here tonight, excuse me. Take a look from that blip up high and above the field down that back straightaway. Off there into turn 3 across that front straightaway. Great look up from above. Out in front though, Crispy Lou still holding on to that race lead. Peppers now, that 21 machine, dive into that outside trying to get something rolling out there. Quite a bit of battles happening back here. See that Ty Wilson machine going side by side with that 13 of Farmer to the outside. That 55 Sport Clips machine goes. Not much help, unfortunately, there. Dives back down to that bottom side, trying to stay in that draft. Talking about just how important it is here tonight. One of those super speedway acting racetracks, even though it's a mile and a half, that progressive banking makes this racetrack really race like a super speedway. Back here in about the 8th spot, riding along board with that Ty Wilson number 55. Started back in 15th, currently up to 8th. That's a good 7-spot gain here on the night so far. Taking a look, let's see our biggest mover though, just up ahead a little bit. That Travis Farmer number 13 machine. That Monster Energy machine currently moving up the field in a big way. Then we got to jump up to that Peppers number 21. Out there on that outside, trying to still keep that outside lane rolling right now. Started back in 14th, up to 4th. He's up 10 spots. That race leader out in front, Crispy Lou in the 19, up 8 positions. Back in 3rd in our top 5 biggest movers right now. Little farther back the racetrack, back here to 12th. That 07 machine there, Trent Green. That Pushhead Sim Sports, Pushheads Productions machine. Up here in the top 5 of the biggest movers right now. And then that last driver moving up that racetrack, we just talked about him a little bit ago. That Sport Clips, number 55 there, Ty Wilson. Doing pretty good right now. Started back in 15th, up to 9th. So a good run for that machine right now. But out front, Crispy Lou, that Bucky's number 19 leading the field. That number 3, Peyton Boyle, being pretty patient right now, just pushing this 19. Trying to keep his spot there on that bottom side. Nobody has been able to make that outside lane work as well as that 97, and he is not up here, but look at that. Who was that? I think that was Ty Wilson. It was that Ty Wilson number 55. A big moment out in the wall there. We're going to back that up real quick. What happened there? Looks like, oh, a little bit of contact there with Mike Hauser and the 43. We stay green flag, but that 55 out there in the wall, he has lost that draft there as well. Definitely not what he wanted to see there. Coming up, lap number 65. Let's take a look at our race recap. 65 of our scheduled 180 laps tonight. We got to lap 120 to get those votes in here for the Inspired Marketing LLC giveaway. So you got about halfway on the giveaway pick. Crispy Lou, Luis Descartes out in front, leading the way in that 19 machine. 3 caution flags here so far. Little spread out. We've had some good green flag runs. Some green flag pit stops I see in the near future. 9 green flag lead changes. And 9 laps under those 3 cautions. So little look here at our race recap. And a little bit of that race, better look at how those cautions fall there with that race tracker there in the race recap. But out here at Atlanta, here at the Echo Park Speedway, another lap led there for that 19 there, Crispy Lou. Side by side back there, the 9 down to the bottom. That's Cade Cannon. He's going down to pit road, I believe. Yes, he is. That 9 taking that car down to pit road. Got to dive down there to pit road on that back straightaway. Green flag pit stops have begun. Cade Cannon going to be that first taker there. Started on that outside front row. See what happens there for that number 9 machine. First driver to elect to come down to pit road here under green flag conditions. I don't expect these other drivers to follow suit very shortly after. I definitely expect some of these drivers to start ducking down there, trying to get some work done to those race cars. Some big gaps really starting to form as well. Taking a look, a big gap here to that third group. I believe they came down pit road as well. No, they did not. I am mistaken there. Single file for the majority. Jeff Peppers in that 21 still hanging out on that outside lane. He's trying to get something rolling all by himself. Been able to stay with this front group. Side draft enough to keep his speed up here in the top 5. Building a little run there off of turn 2. With no help, I'm really surprised he's able to keep up with these guys. 182, 183 as a high there going down into turn 3. See, he builds a little bit of speed there off of 4. He's kind of stuck there to that outside lane, not able to dive down there to that inside lane and take the short way around. Side by side right now with that 77, Thomas Hernandez. Getting a little bit of help now. Ty Stone in the 12. Jumping to that outside. Looking like the Farmer number 13 Monster Energy machine as well. Thinking about it. They single file back out there once again. Really racing hard up front here right now. Big shout out to everybody sticking around, hanging out. Field a little bit single file. There's still some action all over the racetrack, though. I'll tell you what. Take a look at that race brewing there. Hernandez and Stone. Kind of the closest battles all up front here. This group up front right now. $75 laps complete so far. Let's take a look. Who's the fastest 5 for 5? right now. Over the last 5 lap average, looks like Mike Hauser there in the 43 machine, able to hold the best average over the last 5 laps. Trent Green up in that boat there too, up in 11th. Maddox, that we see that pack starting to gain. It looks like that second group really starting to make headway. Stone, a big wiggle there in front of the 13 there. Farmer dives down there to the bottom. Stone, a great save there in that number 12. Wow, oh wow. That sure was interesting there. Let's see who's got the fastest lap here so far tonight. That Pushhead Sim Sports, Trent Green, number 07, with the quick time here tonight. That 29:44, Justin Greenlee, Wesley Altman, Ty Wilson, Jeff Peppers round out those top 5 fastest laps here tonight. So far, that is. And look at that. That second group has fully caught up there with that lead pack now. They are definitely battling back for a position once again. Whoops. Didn't mean to click that. Side by side, the outside lane starting to gain some cars now. Excuse me. See a few groups really starting to form. Some lap traffic for these race leaders going to start coming into play as well. Through that front straightaway, lap number 79.80. Next time by, we see Stone out there helping Peppers now. Can Farmer close that gap a little bit? Really start getting that outside lane moving. I see him starting to make up some ground. That draft definitely starting to help. He's going to help that 12 stay stuck up to that 21. And look at that Peppers. A great run off of 4. He's going to lead that lap here. Lap number 80 right now. Once again, let's take a look at that Inspired Marketing LLC giveaway here tonight. If you have not already, make sure you hop over to the Inspired Racing League YouTube. Go ahead, get your pick in for your pick to finish P3 here tonight at the conclusion of tonight's race. Oh, somebody up in the wall there in the background. I think that was that 70 there, Justin Greenlee, if I'm not mistaken, there in that back of our peripheral view. But make sure you get that pick in here before lap 120. If you correctly guess that P3 finisher, you're going to get $5 cash, and that driver going to get $5 in iRacing credits. Oh, Crispy Lou goes around hard in the wall for that 19. No yellow. He stays moving forward. Wow, oh wow. No yellow flag for that. Ouch. That one hurt. Boy, oh boy. Take a look at that one. Pay and Boyle here side by side with that Crispy Lou 19 right now. Go ahead, play it full speed. A little bit of contact, maybe from some net lag. But boy, that put that 19 right in that wall. Oh, we do go yellow. A little bit of a delayed yellow. I didn't see that one get flown. Yellow flag is out. Our 4th caution flag. Just kind of looked at that one. Let's take a look back at it. Gonna, of course, come out a little late here. Let's... Yeah, a little bit of contact via net lag, sending that 19 up the racetrack. Looks like everybody, luckily, staying out of it for the most part, but does bring out that caution flag, I guess. The caution flag flies. We are back under a yellow flag here for the 4th time. Field going to make their way down pit road here. While we got the chance, let's go ahead and jump side by side. Some more Milo's Extra Sweet Tea down the hatch. Greg Thielsen up here, Push Edge Productions, the Inspired Racing League, Inspired Cup Series here, Season 3, Race 17, from the Echo Park Speedway. Field making their way down to pit lane for some pit stops. Let those crews get to work. We will be right back with some green flag action. Stick around. And we are back here once again. See quite a few cars down there sitting on pit lane, unfortunately. A lot of great cars taken out here tonight. A lot of good ones. Field still here, under pacing. Little more service to some of those race cars. Stick around, some green flag action coming at you. We got a packed week of racing here on Push Edge Productions as well. Tomorrow here, Tuesday, the Hot Field Racing Short Track League. Double header, twin 75s. There's some ARCA cars. That's going to be fun at Richmond. Wednesday, the Platinum Truck Series here with the Inspired Racing League. Heads to IRP with some trucks. Friday, come race with me. I'm going to be doing some racing there at the Midwest Racing Fun League. That's going to be a whole lot of fun. The only time difference for the week there, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. CST. The rest of the week, all the broadcasted races, 7:45 p.m. CST, 8:45 p.m. EST, just at the time we started here tonight. And then Saturday, the Heat Series here with the Inspired Racing League. IRP with the ARCA cars. So we got some IRP going on for the rest of the week, I'll tell you what. Sunday, the Rogue Racing League heads to Coronado with their truck series. They're heading season 5. That's going to be a fun one. Race number 6 for them here this season. And then Monday, next week here with the Cup Series. We're heading to Darlington. That's going to be a whole load of fun as well. Not going to want to miss it. But that field off a turn for the pace truck. Down pit lane there. We are back. Green flag racing here in Hotlanta. Side by side. A lot of those drivers electing to dive down to that bottom. Trying to stay single file. Stay connected. A little bit better organized down there on the bottom. That outside, every time they get together, they just keep falling apart there, unfortunately. Peppers, that 21 car, he has been on that outside almost all night. A big proponent of that outside lane. He's had the speed. He's been up front all night, so he's had some help here and there, but he's been doing it all by himself up there as well. Don't count him out here tonight. He gets some help. Keep an eye out there on that 21 machine, because he has been working that outside lane here tonight. Peyton Boyle in the 3. That Wrangler machine diving out there to that outside lane. New race leader this lap. Yes, it is. Peyton Boyle, I believe, getting that lap led. Let's see. Let's take a look at our lap leaders here. Boyle with 2 laps led. Hernandez there with 4. I'm not sure that he got counted that lap, but Peppers up there, Crispy Lou, but Cade Cannon, the most laps led so far, 34 laps led. And now look at that outside lane. They have gotten organized. And they make something happen up there. That's going to be the question right now that I got. Let's go ahead, while we got some green flag action again, let's hear the sights and the sounds here of the Inspired Racing League Inspired Cup Series. Let's go ahead and crank it up. Big thank you guys, a little bit of a cranking up the sights and the sounds here of the Inspired Racing League Inspired Cup Series. Laps are ticking away, I'll tell you what. They are back side by side again, lap 92 here of our 180. Got a little less than 100 laps left to go. It's looking like it's going to be a long night, I'll tell you what. I think it's already been about an hour. Just about halfway. Definitely going to be a two and a half hour deal tonight for sure. Hoping we can get another green flag run. We're on a little bit of a start of a good green flag run. We got one really good one. Green flag pit stops even taking place there on that one. 93 laps complete. Jeffrey Peppers, that 21 machine, up 13 spots right now. Impressively enough, out in front of the field. 4 caution flags for 12 laps. 14 green flag. Lead changes. With that 21 machine leading the way. He's using that outside lane to his advantage for a lot of tonight. I'll tell you what. Little bit of a top 10 rundown. We got Peyton Boyle, that Wrangler machine. Not too far behind that Code Red Monster, or Mountain Dew. Excuse me, number 21 there at Peppers. And look at that, Cade Cannon, the 9. The Red's Apple down to the bottom side. He's looking for that race lead there as well. Jumping a little farther back, we got Joseph Maddox up here in the top 5. He's up in 4th right now. That blue carbon fiber real tree machine, that's looking pretty good there, buddy. I love it. Love me some carbon fiber. Back there, rounding out our top 5, that 13, the Monster Energy machine there of Travis Farmer. Thomas Hernandez, that Pepsi number 77. Side by side here with Ty Stone up there in that 12. I think that says OS Lime and Minerals. Not 100% sure, but maybe QS? US Lime and Minerals. Okay. Taking a little farther look back here through our top 10. William Carter, that 83 Rockstar Energy, that Pure Zero machine, up there in the top 10, up to 8th spot right now. Side by side with Ty Stone with that 12, but just behind that Push Edge Productions, Push Edge Sim Sports 07 there, Trent Green. Good job up in the top 10, up in 9th right now. And then rounding out our top 10 rundown, back in that 10th spot right now, the Josh Henderson Tractor Supply Company, number 17. Traveler up there on that Ford Mustang hood there as well. But a little bit of a top 10 rundown for you guys. Coming to lap number 100. 80 laps left to go. And only 20 left here in the giveaway tonight. The Inspired Marketing LLC giveaway. If you have not entered yet, head over to the Inspired iRacing League YouTube. Go ahead and pick a driver who you think is going to finish P3 here tonight at the conclusion of tonight's race. Only one driver, or one pick per driver, no duplicates. So once a driver has been picked, he can no longer be picked again. So just ask out there in the chat. They'll let you know if that driver's been picked. They're keeping track out there in the Inspired iRacing League YouTube. So if you're over here in the Push Edge Productions YouTube, or you're on the Push Edge Productions TikTok, go ahead, open YouTube, and head over to the Inspired iRacing League YouTube for your chance for $5 cash here tonight. And then if somebody correctly guesses that driver there in P3, that driver also gonna win $5 iRacing credits. So a fun giveaway here, sponsored by Inspired Marketing LLC. Big shout out there to them. Big shout out Mad Performance Paints as well. Big sponsors here of the Inspired Racing League. They're racing it out up front. Back single file once again for the majority. Where's our best battles right now? Boyle and Cannon looks like for position. Up there for second right now. Stone and Farmer, we got them in the view as well. Hernandez and Cannon there. Look at that. That battle is side by side right now. Excuse me, that was Hernandez and Carter. Hernandez able to take that spot up to 7th. But yeah, majority of the field right now, single file at the moment. As I say it, they go back double file up front. Tell you what, Peppers in that 21, he is not content down there on that bottom side. He really liking that outside lane here tonight. Oh, little contact there. Joseph Maddox, the 87 there, that Realtree machine. Little contact there with that wall off of turn 4. And then Peppers there off of 2 out in front of that outside lane. He made some contact there with that outside wall. Side by side still here. Lap 105. We are ticking down. 15 laps left here on the giveaway. Take a look. Where's the championship top 5 here tonight? Right now. Hauser back in 12th. Fisher back in 15th. Henderson back in 10th. And Boyle, the only driver up in the top 5 in the championship top 5. That 3 machine up in 3rd right now. That Wrangler. Blue and yellow. Chevrolet Camaro out there. That bow tie. Fortunately, Daniel Lehman, that 10 machine, not able to make it here tonight. Let's take a look back. How's that weather faring? That track has definitely cooled down. It was in the upper 70s a little bit earlier. That air temp down to 68. Track temp down to 73. I believe that was up in the low 80s earlier. So track temp a little bit lower. That light artificial now, no longer the sun out. It is nighttime out here. 14-mile-an-hour wind to the southwest. Little windy here. Still a little overcast as well. So I expect the temperature to drop a little bit more here at the Echo Park Speedway, Atlanta, Georgia. The 1.5 miles, 772 feet of elevation. 45-mile-an-hour pit speed road limit here under green flag conditions. See if those drivers are going to have to deal with that tonight. We see a lot of cars out for the night, and that is why fixed setups here for these drivers and 0 fast repairs. So if you're involved in one of those big ones here tonight, you are not able to get a fast repair and get back out there on the racetrack, that team and your crew got to get to work. 100% fuel load in these Gen 6 Cup cars, what we're using here for season number 3. I heard rumor in the rumor mill, we're going O'Reilly for Cup Series in season 4. So looking forward to that one. O'Reilly, one of my favorite cars. Can't wait for season 4 here of the Cup Series. About to lap 110. We got 10 laps to go here in the Inspired Marketing giveaway. Make sure you get in here on the action. Your chance for $5 in cash. Make sure you're in the Inspired iRacing League YouTube. And pick your choice for P3. Keep picking if they tell you he's picked, because one pick per driver. So you may have to guess a few times till a driver is available. But go get those votes in. That timer ticking away. 10 laps to go to get that Inspired Marketing LLC giveaway choice in here tonight. Want to stop and say a big shout out to all the fans out there watching here tonight. Big shout out to all you. I appreciate you stopping by here on your Monday night, checking out the Inspired Racing League here and the Inspired Cup Series live here on the Push Edge Productions. Live here over on our YouTube, our TikTok, also on the League YouTube as well. That's where you got to go get in on the giveaway. But Greg Tilson up in the booth, bringing you all the action here with the Inspired Racing League. Monday here with the Cup Series. Wednesday, Platinum Truck Series. And Saturday, the Heat Series, kicking off the ARCA Series here, Season 1. Race number 2 next week, Daytona, was a blast. Axel Benoit able to capture that win there over there. Taking win number 2 for Pushhead Sim Sports. Super stoked about that. 2 super speedway wins. Wesley Altman, that 97 over there in Platinum Trucks. Able to get it done at Talladega for our first win. But, battle still raging out in front, though. I'll tell you what, let's go ahead, do another top 10 rundown. Out in front, though, leading the way right now, Cade Cannon, that number 9. Just behind him, down there on that inside, the 12 there, Ty Stone as well. Jeff Peppers out there on the outside. He's trying to find his way forward. Been on that outside all night as well. Peyton Boyle, that number 3 Wrangler machine. Been up front for the majority of tonight as well. Up there in the top 5, up in 4th. Rounding out that top 5, Travis Farmer, that 13 Monster Energy machine. And then to his outside, Joseph Maddox, that Realtree Monster, or Realtree Ford Mustang, excuse me. Trying to work his way up that outside lane. If they can stay together and stay organized, definitely going to be a threat. We see that 77 there, Thomas Hernandez down to the bottom. He's trying to work himself up to that top 5 right now. And then William Carter, the 83 machine, up here in the mix as well here tonight. That Rockstar Energy hot rod. Little damage there on that right side, it looks like, but still driving pretty good. Up back here in 9th, Josh Henderson. Oh no, Joseph Maddox up into that wall for a brief moment there. But that 17-year Josh Henderson, that Tractor Supply Company machine, just inside that top 10. Rounding out the top 10, that Sim Speed Shop, Justin Greenlee. Just inside that top 10 there. Mike Hauser, that 43, just behind him. Trent Green, the 07, working with his teammate a few laps down there. In that 61 there, Sean Hamilton. And then I think rounding out the drivers here on the lead lap, I think Crispy Lou, that 19. The last driver here on the lead lap. Rundown of your lap leaders here. All the way back, 13 cars on the lead lap. Laps are ticking away. We're lap 117, 3 laps to go left here in the Inspired Marketing LLC giveaway. Make sure you get those votes in. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to leave that up here until we reach that mark. So make sure P3 is who you are choosing, and you got to get it chosen over there in the Inspired Racing League YouTube. No duplicates. Go ahead. Get picking now, because if you don't get somebody picked, we want to get that pick in there before that lap 120 cutoff. And across the line, we're going lap 119. 2 more laps to go. Hope you guys all having a great Monday night, though. The Inspired Cup Series. Definitely put it on a show here at the Echo Park Speedway. Still side by side, those top 6. 3 abreast, side by side, then 5th and 6th here. Working it out, single file. Trying to stay in the mix right now. And look at that. Lap 120. White flag on the giveaway. White flag on that giveaway. Last lap. Get your votes in. Get your votes in. That timer about to come to a close here for the Inspired Marketing LLC giveaway. Big shout out, Inspired Marketing LLC. Thank you for everything that you guys do here for the Inspired Racing League. And that is it. It has come to a close. Votes are done. Hope you got your vote in. Got the pick for your driver that you wanted. Boy, oh boy, that's one sweet paint job there. That 83 there of William Carter. I'll tell you what. Just inside that top 10, up in 7th right now. Oh, Crispy Lou with some problems. Up there on that outside. Falling back there. Unfortunately, it looks like he's back in 13th. He just went a lap down by the looks of it. So now, 12 cars on the lead lap. Trent Green going to be that last car fighting to stay on the lead lap right now. He's not looking too bad, though. He's kind of at the back of this pack, so not in too much of a worry. But look at that. Crispy Lou. He is in the middle. No! Yellow flag comes out. Jeff Peppers looks to be involved there in that one, the 21. Let's take a look what happened. The 5th caution here tonight. Oh, Cade Cannon. Some contact there with the 21 of Peppers. Caution flag will fly. Cannon down there through the grass. He goes for a ride. Peppers sliding across that start-finish line. Great job keeping it out of that wall and keeping it off of everybody. That is a great job there by him. Let's see, what is this view going to look like here from the starter cam? Might get a pretty good look here at that. Little unique view. Great look. It looked like he was heading right up that racetrack on the brakes. Able to get that thing straightened back out. Yellow flag flies there relatively quickly. Let's take one more look back here at this one. We're going to back it up a little bit because we want to see what happened as we are coming to this. Green full speed. Oh, he gets in the wall, and then the 9 makes some contact there. Watch that 9 of Cade Cannon drive through that grass here as well one time. Where is that 9? Right here. Let's go ahead. Watch from that view. One more look at it here. Down through the grass. A little bit of hop, skip, and jump for that Cade Cannon number 9 through that grass. Elected to take it down there to pit road. Did he get a pit road speeding penalty? Not sure there, but I think he kept it off of pit road well enough. But yellow flag number 5 out here tonight. Let's go ahead. I need some of that Milo's extra sweet tea. We're going to break to commercials. We will be right back. Welcome back to the Echo Park Speedway. We got one to go. The field back double file. Let's take a look at that top 10. We get ready to go back. Green flag off of turn number 2. Down that back straightaway the field goes. Peyton Boyle. Travis Farmer going to lead us to the green flag. I think Boyle going to be out in front out there on that top side. Hernandez, Peppers, Cannon going to be our top 5. Stone, Maddox, Green, Henderson, and Hauser rounding out our top 10. Let's take a look at that top 20 looking like. Greenlee, Hadaway, Carter, Fisher, Crispy Lou, John Hamilton, Joe White, Ty Wilson, Wesley Altman, Hayden Williams. A few of those cars down there at the bottom of that list. Fortunately, I believe out for the night. Quite a few cars still left out on the racetrack, but definitely a few of those race cars no longer with us out here tonight. With those lights out on the pace truck, he's going to dive down here into the pit lane. We're good, ready to go back. Green flag racing. Boyle and Farmer to lead the field to the green flag. And we are back racing here at Echo Park, the Inspired Cup Series. Back green flag once again. Lap 126 here of our scheduled 180. We got a long way to go and a short time to get there. See that 13 of Farmer able to pull away out front. Peppers down on that bottom side. It looked like Boyle not able to get a good jump there on that restart. He blends down in front of that 07 there of Trent Green. Still working back to that outside, the 21 of Peppers. With some help from the 77, it looked like Boyle was going to go with that outside lane as well and thought differently. Changed his mind there. Dive back down to the bottom. I think that looked like might have been the better move right now. Peppers kind of getting left, hung out to dry out there on the outside. He is slipping back all the way back there to 6 right now. He was just out in front of this thing. Side by side up here. Look at that. Boyle in the 3 up, battling for that second spot there with Ty Stone. He elects to go to that high side and try to make something happen. We see a couple of teammates. Those 4, 12, and 13 down on the bottom leading that inside lane. Those Mad Falcon Motorsports cars. Travis Farmer there in the 13. Leading his teammate there, Ty Stone. That's definitely going to be helpful there for them. Coming at 30 laps to go, 130 next time by. I expect the intensity to start rising quite a bit. Down that back straightaway they go. Side by side. Boyle's got some help from the 21 of Peppers back there down that back straightaway. Don't know if it's going to be a help enough. It's still not too late. And I just realized I cannot math. That's 50 laps left, not 30 laps. It's not 160, it is 180. So we got 50 laps left to go around the Echo Park Speedway. Plenty of time left to get this done. Just focusing and conserving. Trying to get that car to the end of this race. It's going to be one of those main concerns. Not trying to make too big of a move here. But look at that. They ditched that 12 there of Ty Stone. That teammate there, Travis Farmer, picking him back up there. Keeping him up in third. He drops back to fourth. Although I think he was already in fourth. But Stone losing control of that race lead. Boyle now to the point. That number 3 Wrangler, Dale Earnhardt throwback there. They're hungry though. That 12, looking at that outside. The 21 has also really been used in that outside lane. So maybe. Yeah, it's okay. Math can math off, okay? No. 134 as we cross that stripe. Boyle out ahead. Let's take a look back. Who's our lap leaders now? A lot of that's been changing up around. 44 laps for that K Cannon number 9 out in front. He's up in the top 5, still in contention. Peppers, that 21, he's up in second with 35 laps led out in front. He's up in second in serious contention as well. Crispy Lou back in 14th. Fortunately, not in contention for the win here, but a lot of laps led. 26 out in front there for him. Farmer in the 13, he led 12 laps. Boyle, that driver, out ahead of the field right now, that number 3. 11 laps led out here tonight. Hernandez with 5. Altman and Stone both with 1 apiece as well. And then taking a look, who's our biggest movers? Farmer up 17. Green up 14. Peppers, he's up 9. Maddox up 7. And Greenlee up 6. So these drivers all having a great night here. Still not over. Plenty of laps left to go, but so far to get to this point, these drivers all having a good one. And who's got the fastest lap? Looks like Trent Green still got that fastest lap with a 29.44. Greenlee, Altman, Maddox, Cannon, I think, for the most part. That all still pretty relevant. That was the same as the last time. Well, let's take a look. These last 5 for 5 lap average. Hernandez up on top of that one. Cannon, Maddox, Greenlee, and Hauser over the last 5 lap average. Those are your fastest 5 drivers. Back in 11th and 10, Maddox and Greenlee pretty quick back there. And all those other drivers kind of up in the front there, kind of mixing up, shaking it up a bit. Side by side still out in front. They are getting the most out of it here tonight, I'll tell you what. Peppers side by side there with that 13 of Farmer. But that does not last long by the looks of it. Look at that gap back to that second group. Really starting to grow there. Some lap traffic up ahead as well. Those leaders going to have to start worrying about that. Take a look just how far that gap is. Quite a few drivers back in that second group there as well. Lap 140, 40 laps left here. They're starting to tick away though. Take a look at our race recap. 140 of that scheduled, 180. Another green flag run upon us once again. Only 14 laps under caution for our 140 that we've completed here so far. Take a look at that lead changes though. 25 green flag lead changes. That is just incredible. A lot of drivers able to find their way out to that front lead position as that 77. Hernandez up in front right now. Great look at that race tracker there at the bottom of the race recap as well. giving a good look at the how much we got left and how much we've been through. We're a good chunk of the way through this race here tonight. And not that many cautions, kind of spread out. Drivers really doing an absolutely phenomenal job here tonight. Quite a few good cars have been taken out, I will say, but the drivers out here on the racetrack right now all doing a really good job working together, trying to make it to the end right now. Big shout out to all the fans out in the chat. Thank you so much. Whether you're in the Inspired iRacing League YouTube, you're on the Push Edge Productions YouTube, or you're on the Push Edge Productions TikTok. Much appreciated you guys being here with us tonight. I really thank you guys for stopping by and hanging out with us. It is much appreciated. Emma out there, Cody Jacobs, Matt Sidars, Jason Williams, Neckerbecky, Scott out there as well, Cody Jacobs, Teresa out there as well, the Inspired iRacing League out there chatting it up. I just appreciate you all for coming out. Tigner Motorsports making an appearance as well. Two Flash TTV stopping by a little bit earlier as well. Caston Carson's stopping by a little bit earlier. Big shout out all you guys. Much appreciated. All you drivers, all you fans. I couldn't thank you enough. Matthew Scott stopping by as well. I saw him over on our YouTube as well as the Inspired Racing League YouTube. But thank you to all you guys. Really make it happen here. Shout out all the leagues that make it happen as well. The Inspired Racing League, Hot Fuel Racing Short Track League, and of course the Rogue Racing League. Thank you to all the leagues that make it happen here. And again, we're going to be live now Friday all the way to Wednesday every week. Friday, My Racing. Saturday, the Heat Series here with the Inspired Racing League. Sunday, going to be the Rogue Racing League. Monday, back here with Inspired for the Cup Series. Tuesday, the Hot Fuel Racing League. Going to be taking on some short track racing. And then Wednesday, we cap off the week there. Platinum Truck Series. Thursday, might get Pack 2. We might be going to... Oh, no! A caution flag! What has happened? Bobby Hadaway goes around. Caution flag is out. Let's take a look at that one. Oh, no. That 52 there, that Bigfoot Enterprise. Bobby Hadaway comes around. Oh, no, off the nose there of Sean Hamilton, that Pushhead Sim Sports hot rod. Getting into that 52, it looked like. That 52 comes around. Luckily, it looks like no damage, though. That is definitely going to be a big net positive there for him. Take a look from a different angle. Go ahead, go full speed. Yeah. 61 going underneath the 52. Unfortunately, the 52 goes around. Watch one more time, one more angle here. Little zoomed in. Yeah, it looks like he might have just come down across the nose there, that 61. Looked like that 61 held that line. 52 coming across his nose. Fortunate there. Caution flag number 6 coming out here tonight. I think Hadaway might be at fault for that one. Don't know the race control call, but looked like came across the nose there, that 61. Because that 61, from my viewpoint there, holding that white line after he made his move. So, curious to see, though, what that call will be. But stick around, some more green flag action from the Echo Park Speedway, the Inspired Racing League, Inspired Cup Series. We're a good chunk of the way through. About 150 of our 180 complete. 30 laps left here to go. Stick around. We will be right back. And we are back here at the Echo Park Speedway once again. The field getting ready to get back. Double file. Let's take a look at our top 10 as we get ready to go back. Green flag racing here. Jeff Peppers, Ty Stone, Josh Henderson, Mike Hauser, and Joseph Maddox going to be rolling off in our top 5. Justin Greenlee, William Carter, Thomas Hernandez, Peyton Boyle, and Travis Farmer going to be rounding out that top 10. Let's take a look there through that top 20. Some of these drivers there at the bottom going to be out for the night, unfortunately. But Cade Cannon, Trent Green, Crispy Lou, Bobby Hadaway, Elijah Fisher, Sean Hamilton, Joe White, Ty Wilson, Wesley Ottman, Hayden Williams. A few of those drivers out. I believe 16 drivers out there still on the racetrack. So Hamilton going to be that last driver out there still running right now. I believe. Don't quote me, but I do believe. Not 100%, but I do think so. According to my calculations. With those lights out on the pace truck, we're getting ready to go back green flag racing here. The field through turns 3 and 4 here. Not many laps left. The intensity has been pretty high tonight. I would expect for that intensity to be bumped up at least another notch. So I'm expecting these drivers really to start putting it on here and really laying into it. That Echo Park restart zone here. Green flag once again back out in the air here for the Inspired Cup Series. Peppers with another great jump down there on the bottom. Stone able to dive down there to the bottom and secure that inside lane there. We're still side by side back here about 4th on. Henderson was able to capture that 3rd spot, but behind him it is mayhem side by side. They are fighting for every inch right now. Almost 3 wide there. No, a lot of cars on that outside lane up there in the wall. Hauser, Henderson, it looked like. Oh, 3 wide. Greenlee, a little contact there with Farmer. Back here in the back. Boyle through the middle. Greenlee out there on the outside. Wow, oh wow, this is getting hectic. I called it. That intensity, what I tell you, it has been raised up a bar. I kind of felt it there in the air. 29 laps left to go. And a lot of these drivers going to be fighting for every last shot. This is your shot to make it in the chase for a lot of those drivers. See a few of those drivers making contact. It looked like that 07 there, Trent Green, that teal and pink car making some contact with that outside wall there. Now he's back down to the bottom. Taking a look, all these drivers out in front, jumping over to Justin Greenlee, that 70 machine. Just how intense those battles up ahead are right now. Fighting for every inch. You saw that 9. Cade Cannon, he thought that 83 was going to give him the bottom. And then he went and protected it there. He was looking. You see a spot like that open up. You just got to take it sometimes. Fortunately, will lead to a caution here. Place like Echo Park. Looks like Crispy Lou back on the lead lap there back in 14th. So that's good to see. Adding a few more cars back there on the lead lap. One of the advantages of not many cautions here tonight. Of course, we've only had those 6 So a few of those drivers losing laps, not able to get those laps back like they would like to. Well, let's check back out in front. Look at that. The 17 there, Josh Henderson, leading the way. Got Thomas Hernandez, that 77. He dives out to that outside lane. He wants the race lead there. Little farther back there, Bobby Hadaway, not far behind in that 52. We got the Mike Hauser 43 machine up here battling it out. That 16, he's a few laps down there. Elijah Fisher back in 15th. So he is not for position. Got Maddox out there on the high side. Travis Farmer up here in the top 10 as well. Peyton Boyle making his way forward. Cade Cannon still up here as well. Jeff Peppers hanging out in that top 10. And Ty Stone, kind of a little rundown of your top 10 right now. A few drivers not on the lead lap up here. Elijah Fisher, that 16 machine, being one of them. But he's pushing that 77 there, Thomas Hernandez, out there to that race lead right now. Out there on that high side. That 16 definitely. Oh, out there wide and hitting the wall as well. Ouch. There for that Fastenal number 16 of Elijah Fisher. Excuse me, these hiccups are kicking my butt. Coming at 20 laps left to go here. Echo Park, 20 to go. Cross the stripe, out in front. Hadaway making his appearance as your race leader. Looking back, that Ford Mustang, that 77, Thomas Hernandez. Look at how much damage to that front grille. Boy, oh boy. Pretty sure that thing started out white, but a lot of laps here tonight. Those noses definitely getting some wear. You can see it firsthand there with that white nose of that Mustang of Thomas Hernandez. Looking back out here from that Bobby Hadaway. Number 52 out in front, leading the field right now. Down that back straightaway they go. Still single file for the most part. All the way back here to about 6. That's the battle here. Peyton Boyle and Jeff Peppers. Peppers still elected to use that outside, that code red Mountain Dew number 21 of Jeffrey Peppers. He has been absolutely adamant about that outside lane here tonight. One of the drivers, every time I look up, he's out there on that outside lane. Trying to get that outside lane rolling. Coming to the stripe, 17 laps left to go here at Echo Park Speedway. They're battling it out. It is anybody's race. These top 6 right now, side by side, 3 abreast. 3 rows deep. They are side by side trying to battle it out. Boyle down to the bottom. That 3 makes that aggressive move. He's trying to make the move out to the front. He wants to lead that pack. Coming to 15 laps to go next time by. Really curious what these drivers going to do here as these closing laps come to a close. Will the intensity turn up like I think it will? It's already done it a little bit, but will it continue to rise? Is my real question here. Definitely a strong possibility. Side by side down that back straightaway. They're duking it out. Tell you what. Coming down to the wire. Boy, oh boy, things are getting wild right now. Tell you what. Three abreast, almost three wide there. Wow, oh wow, they are really duking it out. Telling you, that intensity starting to kick up. 13 laps left to go here at Echo Park. Seeing two groups start to make themselves once again, that main group up front, definitely going to be where you want to be to have a shot at this. Look at that battle. It's side-by-side Stone almost making contact there with Josh Henderson. Boy, oh boy, the moves are getting aggressive. Out in front, Cade Cannon down to the bottom. That was another aggressive one. 11 laps left to go here at the stripe. The moves are getting feisty. The tempers might start getting raised. That intensity's cranking up, I'm telling you what. Take a look, that Farmer 13 out on the outside, trying to get something rolling. That inside lane has just been much better organized here tonight. They just cannot keep that outside lane as organized as that bottom. 10 laps left to go here at Echo Park, Atlanta, Georgia. The former Atlanta Motor Speedway. Out in front, Cade Cannon, Bobby Hadaway, Peyton Boyle lead the field. Thomas Hernandez, Travis Farmer, Jeff Peppers, Josh Henderson, Ty Stone, all with the shot. Don't count out Mike Hauser either. William Carter a little farther back there. They all got a shot, three wide through the front straightaway. Peppers on the outside, Hadaway through the middle. Hernandez there was down on the bottom. They are shaking and shimmying right now, giving it everything that Gen 6 Cup car has to give. Oh, Stone to the top. Hadaway goes around. Hadaway goes around down the back. Yellow flag back out once again. Oh, no. Let's take a look. What happened here to that 52 of Hadaway? Ooh, I think that 17 blending up, it looked like. Watching that white line, he kind of had that white line disappear. So I'm going to put that one on Josh Henderson. Making contact here with Bobby Hadaway. Another one of those Bigfoot Enterprises machines. I'm not sure that one was on him. I do believe that he might have had that 17 come down on him. Oh, or it wasn't on the, I don't know. That's a hard one to judge right there. I'll tell you what. Go ahead, one more. Let's go ahead and jump on this drone cam. Watch it at full speed. Can't really tell who's at fault. I'll tell you what from this angle. But yellow flag back out. Luckily, nobody else involved. A few other drivers, little contact with the wall there for a few, but nobody else. Heavy damage. Everybody able to stay out of that incident for the most part, at least. Well, let's go ahead. We're going to jump side by side ads one more time. I think this is going to be the last one, I hope. The field down to pit lane there as well. Go ahead, jump side by side. We will be right back. Some green flag action from Echo Park. We will be right back.
Am I good enough?
back out here at Echo Park Speedway, the old Atlanta Motor Speedway. I still call it Atlanta because that's what I know it as for sure. But lights still out. The field going to get back double file here momentarily. Expecting them to definitely start bringing up the pressure. We were talking about it a little bit before that yellow flag. The intensity really starting to rise. Really think that these drivers putting a little bit more into it for sure. So we'll have to see though. 7th caution flag for the night. Let's take a look. Those drivers side by side. Take a look. Who's going to be starting out in front? Ooh, a big blink. Sorry. Peyton Boyle, that number 3. Going to be leading the way. Thomas Hernandez there in the 77 there, P2. William Carter. Cade Cannon. What in the world? Oh. See? Jeff Peppers, Travis Farmer, Ty Stone, Bobby Hadaway, Mike Hauser, and Joseph Maddox. Gonna round out that field. Sorry, it just started playing stuff in my ear. Not quite sure what that was. I don't know if somebody jumped in my Discord or what happened, but that is gone now. And we're going back racing. Off of turn number 4, the field making their way. It's coming to a close here soon, too. We're lap 175 of 180. 5 laps left to go. 5-lap shootout. 7 cautions for 20 laps. We are almost to the end. Who's going to take it home at Echo Park? We are back. Green flag racing one more time here. Peyton Boyle with that 3 out on the outside. A great jump. Little bit of help out on that outside. Oh, no. Cannon making some contact there with that outside wall. He dives down to the bottom. A great run for that 9 machine. A big bump to the 3 from the 21 there. And the 3 Boyle down to the bottom. Yellow flag. We go yellow flag. Caution back out once again. It looks like William Carter going to be involved here in this one. Let's take a look. Field still slowing down. Wow, oh wow. What happened here? We are zoomed way out. Let's zoom a little in. Oh no. The 83 coming around off the nose there of that 17 machine. Not what you like to see there. Let's take another look back there at that one. Let's go ahead full speed. Oh boy. They just get together there. The 83 hard into that inside wall. Luckily, nobody else involved there, it looks like, but still very, very hard hit there. Take one more look at it from a different angle. Ooh, a hard hit for sure. Yeah, nobody else involved there. Only that 83 there of William Carter. But let's go. It looks like we might have some green-white checkered action. This is going to be lap 78. We are still not double file. Pretty sure this one going to bring out a natural green-white checkered. And then I think we got 2 attempts after that, if I'm not mistaken. But boy, oh boy, oh boy. Things are coming down to the wire. Let's take a look. Where's that championship top 5 here as we wind things down? Hauser, that championship leader, he's made his way up to the top 5, up to 4th. Fisher still back in 15th. Fortunately, a few laps down. Henderson up in that 17. He's up in the top 10, up in 9th. And Boyle, that number 3, he's up in that 2nd spot, looking to advance that. We know he wants the win here. Always good at super speedways. That number 3 machine for sure. And then Daniel Lehman, unfortunately, not able to make it here tonight in that 10. Let's take a look. It's got our fastest lap here tonight. Is it still? It is still that Trent Green, Greenlee, Altman, Maddox, Cannon. Pretty sure those all still the same as earlier. Take a little look at our lap leaders. Cannon, the most out of that group, that number 9 machine. Our race leader right now as well, 53 laps led out front. Jeff Peppers second place with 39. Crispy Lou 26 laps out in front. Boyle with 20. Hernandez with 16. Farmers got 12, and then we got Henderson had 5. Hadaway with 4. Stone with 2, and Wesley Ottman out there leading the lap as well. That pushed at Sim Sports, number 97. Actually, last one we're going to look at, the biggest movers here coming to the close. Travis Farmer up 17 spots, up to 5th. Maddox up 11. Peppers up 10. Green up 8. And Greenlee up 7. So great job by all those drivers for sure. Let's take a look. Is it going to be a natural or did we get extended? We did get extended a lap. So we are in that green-white checkered try number 1. We are using that green-white checkered here. A little overtime here tonight, folks. 8th caution here, 23 laps under caution. 179 laps complete so far. 34 green flag lead changes. This tells you how much they're slicing and dicing up front there. The field through 3 and 4. We are going green flag racing here, folks. Possibly for the last time, that green flag gonna fly here. Echo Park Speedway, race number 17, season 3 here of the Inspired Cup Series. The pace truck down to pit lane into the Echo Park restart zone. Green flag has flown here. Green, white checkered, number 1. We are back racing. Either the white flag comes out and we race to the end, or we, I think, have one more shot at a green-white checkered out in front. Cade Cannon out on the outside with some help from Hauser. Boyle with some help from Peppers down on the bottom. Who will get it done here tonight? Coming through 3 and 4, white flag. One more time around the Atlanta, Georgia Echo Park Speedway here tonight. 3 wide. Oh no, Boyle goes around. What a wreck. Oh no, they are still wrecking. They are still wrecking out in front. The 9 of Cannon battling it out here with Hauser. Hauser to the bottom. The 43 contact there with the 9 of Cannon. And to the line. Hauser will do it here at Echo Park. Mike Hauser will get it done at Echo Park. Cade Cannon will come home second. Josh Henderson coming home there in third. So who went ahead, picked that 17 there? Josh Henderson. What a night. Mike Hauser, the Echo Park winner here tonight. What a great race by that number 43 machine. Mike Hauser late in the race, coming and scooping it when it all mattered there. Looks like 2 of those pristine. I think that's pristine performance, if I'm not mistaken. So Hauser first, Henderson there in third. Great job by those 2. But Mike Hauser, the winner here tonight. What a great race, that Waffle House number 43 Air Force STP on that Hauser machine. Not sure. They might do some victory celebrations. Maybe not. There's Greenlee peeling off there. He got a top 5 there, up in 4th. Great job by that 70 there as well. No winner of the giveaway. Nobody picking that 17 Josh Henderson there for that P3 in the giveaway tonight. So no winner in the giveaway. Thank you everybody that joined in. Fortunately, nobody gonna come home with the $5 cash, and Henderson not gonna get that $5 iRacing credits. Oh, look at that right front damage there, Hauser. Yeah, I don't think he can celebrate too much there with all that damage. Wow, I didn't see that before. Well, great job there. What a race. Let's take a look. I want to see, coming to that last lap there, it looked like absolute mayhem. I'm going to tell you what. Watching that 19 there, Crispy Lou, it looks like he got heavily involved. The 3 of Boyle up in there. Oh, looked like Crispy spun around there for sure. See, Jeff Peppers in the 21 as well gets involved in that one. Oh, he goes across the nose there of the 17. Oh, he bounces off that 07 there. Narrowly avoids that 77. Wow. What a night. What a race to that checkered flag there. Oh, my, oh, my. That was absolutely incredible. Let's take a look here at our race results. The Inspired Cup Series here with the Inspired Racing League live on Push to Edge Productions. Thank you for stopping by our YouTube, whether you're over on the TikTok or you're over here on the Inspired iRacing League YouTube. Appreciate you guys all stopping by here tonight. Mike Hauser, 1 lap led, and that was only that last lap. But guess what? That's the one that counts. Getting it done here tonight. Last lap win here for that 43 machine. Great job there. Cade Cannon, most laps led. 55 for that number 9. Coming home second. Great run for him. Josh Henderson, that 17 machine, he comes home with a solid 3rd place finish. Echo Park Speedway, the 1.5 miles, 1.52 miles. That lets me know here in the graphic here tonight. 181 laps. Our total distance, of course. We went into that first green, white, checkered, able to make it finish there on that one. 274.29 miles completed here tonight. 34 green flag lead changes. So many drivers able to get out in front. 11 of those leading some different drivers. So great job by all the drivers here tonight. Out of 180 laps, 8 caution flags. That's not too bad there. 23 laps total. It was a great green flag race here tonight. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. Joseph Maddox going to get that hard Charger spot. He comes home with a top 5 there, up in 5th. Started back in 18th. Gained 13 spots. Great job there for Maddox. That Mad Falcons Motorsports number 87. Cade Cannon, we talked about that 9, leading 55 laps. The most laps led out here tonight. Great to see that Trent Green 07, that Push to Edge Sim Sports, Push to Edge Productions number 07. Great job by him getting the fast lap here tonight. A 29.449, so great job there by him. Fast Push to Edge Sim Sports hot rod out there tonight. And of course, that number 3, Peyton Boyle, our pole sitter, unfortunately, not coming home in the top 10 there. That late race after the white flag incident, dropping him back there to 12th. So not what he wanted for sure, but what a great race. Hauser, Cannon, Henderson. We're going to talk to him here momentarily. Don't go far. Going to go ahead and jump over to Victory Lane. Stick around. We'll be right back. Big shout out, Mad Performance Paints. You need some liveries here for iRacing. Make sure you go hit up Mad Performance Paints. Big shout out, Inspired Marketing LLC there as well. Everything you guys do for the Inspired Racing League. Thank you all the fans. Thank you all the drivers coming out here tonight. You guys all did a really, really great job. Thank you, all you guys. But we're gonna be right back. We're gonna go ahead, head to victory lane. Stick around. We'll be right back. And we have made it over here to the Inspired Cup Series victory lane here at the Echo Park Speedway. That number 43, the Waffle House. Mike Hauser coming out on top here tonight. What a night, buddy. Coming down to that very last lap. One lap led, but guess what, buddy? That's the most important one, putting you here on that top spot. Tell me how that race went for that 43 crew, buddy.
Oh my God. First of all, 3 in a row. That is so freaking cool. Uh, yeah. Beginning of the race, we all sat down, Josh, Justin, and I. We said we're gonna try to play it smart tonight, and you know, we're gonna wait to make our move. And that's usually how I like to play it at super speedways. And I normally don't get along with them. I'm usually the one getting wrecked or getting taken out on a stretcher at these races. So it was nice to actually come out on top for once. But yeah, we said we're gonna play it, safe. We're gonna play it smart until the end, and that's just what we did. Try to stay out of the wrecks the best we could. Had a couple hiccups there. We got a little bit of damage on the right side, a little bit of wheel damage, but it wasn't anything that could hold us back or hinder our race enough to keep us from contending there. So um, honestly, it was kind of a split decision there at the end. We were wondering, with like about 30 laps to go, we got a yellow. We had one set of tires left, and I think we decided, Josh, Justin, and I, we decided we're going to stay out and maybe save them for the end. And honestly, that was a really good call. Because that green white checkered happened there. We put those 4 fresh tires on, and Easy Lover started playing in my head. That song could jump start a semi truck, and I was ready to lock and load. And I just tried to commit to pushing Cade as much as I could and see if I could, get him clear and then make a move. But I don't know what happened below me. I guess the 21 got turned, and I got really lucky there. I didn't get caught up in the mess, and I stuck with Cade. He was trying to break the draft and predict where I was going to go, and I just got to his inside there. He couldn't block me, and it was over from there. We were talking about it. I just put my foot to the floor and prayed he wouldn't side draft me too bad, or I'd be able to have enough of a run and not get stalled out by him. And we're at home for our 3rd win in a row. Well, hell of a way to end the regular season there. So
Yeah, great way to cap off that regular season championship there for that 43 team. Great job there, buddy. Congratulations. It was already locked up there, I think, for the regular season, but great way to cap it off. Another win, 3 in a row. showing why you are that regular season champion here this season. But before I let you get out of here, buddy, congratulations one more time. And then who do you got to thank coming home with the win here tonight, pal?
Yeah, thank you for putting on the broadcast, Elijah and all the admins for putting the league on, and huge shout out to my boys at Pristine Performance, Josh and Justin. They're awesome teammates, and we got a top 5 for all of us, first, third, and fourth, which is awesome. It'd be super cool if it was first, second, third, but I will take it. I think that puts Justin in the playoffs. He's kind of close to that cut line, and I'm super happy that he's going to be in the playoffs because I think those tracks are going to play to his driving style. So can't thank them enough for their support. Great guys, I love them. And thank you, Justin, for making a sexy waffle ass paint scheme. This thing is bad fast and looks beautiful too. And I just want to thank Sabrina for watching the stream tonight. She was texting me again, and I just want to say thank you for all the support.
Awesome job there. Mike Hauser, that 43 machine, getting it done here tonight. First, third, and fourth. Great job for the team. Congratulations, pal. Go let you celebrate with the crew. Have a good one, pal. Look forward to next week there. Darlington, a little bit of the start of this chase. It'll be a lot of fun.
I'm looking forward to it. Thank you, Greg.
And that driver of that number 9 machine coming home second here tonight, Cade Cannon, driving an amazing race, coming down to the very last lap. Mike Hauser coming in with a sneak in there victory, 1 lap led, but that most important lap being that last lap. Cade, what did it take? What would have had to take for you to take that one home here tonight?
Well, honestly, I did not expect him to get the run he did. I thought we would probably been a good length away from him until maybe coming to the line. But once I saw him gaining on me on the backstretch, I tried to do a little slinky. Slinky did not work. It worked great at Indy when I won Indy, so I went for it. Did not work here. And I truly believe I should just kind of close the bomb off a tiny bit more. I didn't think I gave him enough room, but enough room to make that move. But clearly I did, and that was the end of it. I was gonna try to side draft him, but unfortunately, when I went to do the side draft, he slipped just enough that I thought we were gonna wreck. And the last thing I want to do is wreck us both coming to the line for a win. So I just kind of backed out of it, hoped for something. Didn't get. At the end of the day, there, I'll take a P2 at plate track. I am notoriously bad at blocking at plate tracks, and not the best at plate tracks. I have either great races or terrible ones, and this happened to be a great one for me, so I will take it. It's a win for me in my books. I will take that momentum hopefully and go get a good run next week when we start our playoffs.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to those playoffs. I'm pretty sure we take next week off, then we do the playoffs the week
That
following,
is
if
correct.
I'm not
Yes.
mistaken. Yeah,
Labor Day weekend. Labor Day. I'm wrong
yeah.
about that. Yes, September 2nd, 7th.
So
Probably take that week off, run a few laps, try to see if I can get something that works for me for Darlington, and hopefully have something for everyone else there.
yeah, Darlington definitely gonna be a fun one. Gonna test these drivers here. One of those drivers tracks for sure. It's gonna really separate the men from the boys, as they say. But great job here. Once again, congratulations there. Cade Cannon, that number 9, coming home second here tonight. Before I let you get out of here, Cade, who you got to thank finishing up in the podium here tonight?
Well, thanks to H&W Motorsports for help, not only bringing me on the team, but also just helping doing that entire race. We worked great together, better than I thought we would for like a first full race to work together. So that went great. Shout to my girlfriend who always supports me and everything, and all my family.
Awesome
And
job there.
just shout to you for broadcasting everything. Shout to Falcon and Inspired for always putting on these races, and hopefully continue to get better and hopefully get bigger fields and make it a lot more fun like it was tonight.
Awesome job there, Cade. Coming home P2 here tonight, Echo Park with the Inspired Cup Series. Look forward to seeing you next week, pal.
Take it there.
And then let's go ahead. We are going to grab that driver of the number 17, Josh Henderson, rounding out our podium here tonight, P3. What a great performance for the team. 1, 3, and 4. Great job there by you guys. But tell me, what got it done to get that 17 up in the podium here tonight, buddy?
Yeah, can you bring Justin here with us?
Gotcha.
Hey, Justin. So He wants to know what it took to get us to the 1, 3, and 4, and I'd say patience. What about you, man?
Yeah, patience. We ran in the back most of the race, just trying to bide our time, save tires, make sure we're good on fuel, and yeah, patience was key tonight, and it actually paid off for once.
Yeah, definitely getting it done as a team there. All up in the top 5. Definitely very, very impressive. The the teamwork kind of sticking it out there to the end. A little bit of that perseverance. A lot, not that many cautions here tonight. I think we had 7 caution flags. So a little bit of hit or miss on those green flag runs. Did any of you boys get to take a green flag pit stop or?
No, no green flag pit stop. I thought Justin and I were kind of in trouble there too on that last, restart. Unfortunately, my nose was a magnet for a couple guys, and they just kind of slid across there those 2 final cautions. And Justin and I were kind of mirrored back in traffic, and Mike was set up really good there on the outside. So we knew at that point it was go time, and all we could do is just hold the bottom. And I joke with these guys all the time that my avoidance scale is, a D20 is through the roof. And for whatever reason, I was like, I'm gonna tuck low underneath Ty Stone, and Justin was kind enough to stick to my bumper. And yeah, all of a sudden there was a bunch of flashes, flipping cars, fire. One dude was, dead, I think, in turn 1, and Justin and I squeaked out there. Third and fourth, pretty cool. And then he was awesome enough to give me a shot down the back and try to get me up there with Mike and Cade. So no green flag pit stops, but we stuck together to the end there. Appreciate my teammate here.
Yeah, definitely doing a great job here tonight. I'm curious because I know a few drivers did go and take on that really long green flag run. I think they're in the middle, about lap 100-ish, wherever that was. I think 1 or 2 guys pit right before that caution flag came out to break it up. So unfortunate there for them. But a great job for that team. Josh Henderson, that 17, coming home P3 tonight here, Echo Park Speedway. Before I let you guys get out of here, who you got to thank here, buddy?
Who you got, Mike, or who you got, Justin? Like, we got to thank Mike, right?
Yeah, thank Mike for pulling me over to this team and get me into iRacing. Also want to say glory to God, man. It's truly a blessing that we get to do this and play race car driver a couple nights a week. And yeah, just my teammate here, Josh. It's a pleasure pushing him and learning from both of those guys on the team. And then just my family let me do this, and yeah, whoever Josh has got.
Yeah, same thing, man. Just awesome group of guys. It's fun to race together. We get a little heated from time to time, but I think for the most part we're probably the coolest cats under the helmet when it comes to racing in this league. So, and I think that's paying dividends. We just gotta keep a little bit of that luck on our side, and we're all going playoff racing too. Sir Justin here made the playoffs, so he's in the chase. So it's gonna be exciting. Now it's time to put the nose to the grindstone, and I think my internet's fixed too, so that's gonna be exciting here for the next few races. So appreciate you too, Greg. Thank you so much. Thank Elijah, everybody putting on the league. Like I said, I know it's not easy, so big shout out to my family as well. And yeah, let's all celebrate, have a good night, and get ready for Wednesday and start the chase next Monday.
Awesome job there, guys. And then Heat's going to be off there Labor Day. So Saturday, I think we're taking off. I was talking about next Sunday off. I think it's Saturday we're taking off there for Heat. Heading into the playoffs next week. Darlington, look forward to it, guys. But have a great one. You guys did amazing tonight.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Greg. We'll catch you later.
And what a night. What a night. Echo Park Speedway definitely putting on a show here tonight. Look at that podium. Mike Hauser, Cade Cannon, Josh Henderson. What a great drive by all those drivers. Let's take a look at those race results here one more time before we get out of here. The Inspired Racing League, Inspired Cup Series here for Season 3, Race 17. Great job by all these drivers here tonight. The Echo Park 1.5 miles, 1.52 here on my graphic. I don't know where they were measuring it that from, but 181 laps out of our 180 scheduled. So we got that green-white checker there, 274.29 miles here tonight. 34 green flag lead changes. So many cars moving up to the front, moving around, jostling, shaking, changing positions. Great job by all those drivers. 11 different leaders. So wonderful job by all of them. 8 caution flags for 23 lap total for 180 laps. That's a great caution count. Those drivers definitely doing a good job. Joseph Maddox, hard charger there. That 87 machine. Great job by him. up 13 spots, all the way up to a top 5 finish, starting back in 18th. So great job there. Cade Cannon, 55 laps led in that 9 machine. Most laps led here tonight. And then that 07 Trent Green, the fastest lap of 29.449. That Pushhead Sim Sports Hot Rod. Definitely pretty quick out here tonight. That bow tie Chevy Camaro looking good. Tell you what. Then Peyton Boyle had a whole lot of speed there in qualifying. That number 3. Fortunately, just falling outside of that top 10. I think he finished 12th. Fortunate there. That last lap incident there. But a great night here. Hope you guys all had a great time. No giveaway winner, unfortunately. But what a great night. Echo Park Speedway putting on a show. I'll tell you what. Thank you, all the fans, everybody that stopped by. Scott, Cody, Teresa, Emma, Two-Flesh, TTV, Necker Becky, everybody, all the drivers, all you fans. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. Greg Tilson for Push to Edge Productions. But until next time, push the edge and find the limit.
Ow!